You're not welcome here.
That's funny. I'm not welcome here.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, we love it.
You're not welcome here.
You are not welcome.
Is that what you're here to do?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
I'm not touching you. That's right.
Striking for Robert Brooks, the brutal beating of Robert Brooks. Is that what you guys are down here doing? Huh?
I'm not scared to go to jail though, homie. I'm not scared to go to jail.
Hide the beer! This is state property, bud. Property line right here is where we're at. So the property lines, right, actually, they're all on Doc's property. So in order for them to trespass me, they would have to trespass all these people. Tell them Dan's here.
Yeah,
This is Doc's property, baby. This is state property. 100% Doc's property. Call the sheriffs. I got on this property I'm standing on. This slice right here. They call the cops and have it. Call the cops and have it removed if you own this slice.
please go.
Hey, I'm just wondering about trespassing around here because
that's what we're trying to figure out.
Because there's a judge's order. They're not supposed to be on striking within 100 feet of the facility. They're actually on the facility. Oh yeah, this law enforcement's here. Wait a minute, who's trespassing here?
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they ain't got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're gonna embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm gonna cut his hair. Oh, I gotta ask you, okay?
Hey, do me a favor, keep away from the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me, no.
Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad for you guys, but so the unlawful strike states a court order, a judge's court order, that these strikers can't be within 100 feet of the facility. Now the facility, to me, I would have to think it would mean the property. So we're going to come down here and mark the property line with them, for them, so they know exactly where the property line is. And it appears to me that they're 100% on correctional facility property. Let's figure out where that property line really is. Hide the beer! So the Doc's property line actually comes right through here. Alright, I pulled a little map up here that is Onyx Hunt Elite. It's a mapping software I use that shows property lines so you know exactly where you stand. Now the red box there you see is exactly where their little beer camp is set up, where they're drinking beer. You can see the orange line in the corner kind of making a triangle there, showing where the private property actually starts. And you can also clearly see the pine tree that is on the Department of Corrections property, which there's a court order that these guys are not allowed to be protesting or striking on. Next property line literally goes straight down this way. This is state property, bud. So the property line is actually right over here. As you can see, this tree here is on the state property. You can see that the tree is on the state property there. The state property comes all the way to about here, as you all can see. So the property line probably right about here, in line like this. So this is the state property line right here. Property line probably goes like straight through here. This is the state property line here. As you guys can see on the map, we have the state property line right here is where we're at. So the property lines, right, actually, they're all on Doc's property. So in order for them to trespass me, they would have to trespass all these people.
But this is not that lady's property, not whatsoever. This is New York State Correctional Facility property. They're down here on the property. Their protest down here. They're 100% on the docks property. The only difference between me and them is there's a court order that they're not to be here protesting like this right now, and there's no court order saying that a journalist can't come down here and document them protesting down here. But they're definitely down here still defying the judge's order. Not only are they not 100 feet from the facility, they're on the facility. So the docks property comes straight through here. They're completely on the docks property. This lady's property doesn't actually start till about here. This is where her property starts. This property here belongs to the correctional facility. Everything on this side is correctional facility. That's all owned by the correctional facility. This lady thinks it's her property, but it's not. They know they're on docks property. So as far as them being on private property, they're not. The story here is that they're on property of the correctional facility. In a rights, I feel like we should be able to walk anywhere we want on a state correctional facility if they are. Down here. Unlawful. I don't know if we can see any. Where's the beer? I wonder if they're trying for copyright strike music. Do they know that YouTube takes the copyright music out of videos for free? So all these people down here are actually on the docks property, the facility. So for any of them to say they're within 100 feet of the facility, they're definitely not. They're in defiance of that law as well. So this is all docks property here. This isn't private property at all. The lady who thinks she's the property owner, right here.
Hello, Daniel. How are you today?
You know they're not on your property, right?
I know. I'm just making sure.
Well,
you're
the
not,
other
sir.
day you were telling me they're on their property. That's awesome.
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Lisa. What's your name?
Why are you asking us questions?
Because I live here. This is my property.
No.
I know you're not on it right now, but please don't step on my property.
We got the map right here. We know where the property lines are.
I understand.
I don't want to trespass anyone's property.
Please don't trespass on my property and we'll be fine.
Would never do that.
Okay.
That is,
Correct.
yeah, that owns the property over here.
Okay, but just stay off the property. This is my property. You may stay on the easement.
I am on the easement.
Right?
You know the easement goes up to the telephone poles, right? I'll show you the map if you don't believe me. I'll show it to you.
I do have
But-
dogs and I will bring them out if I have to.
But I just confused at why these corrections officers are supposed to be 100 feet off the facility and they're on the facility. The other day you were telling me that it was your property you had to
It is my
leave.
property.
That's not your property.
Listen.
They're not even on your property.
Don't
You're not
cause
even
a
close.
problem.
I'm just exposing government corruption. Right?
I mean, I didn't tell you where you could stand and where you could go before I got verbal with you, but like I didn't grab your jacket and your arm either, you know?
Well, I didn't tell you to do something else.
Yeah, but did that happen after you grabbed my arm? And you're telling a grown man where he can stand?
I just asked you to leave, sir.
You were telling a grown man where he can stand?
You need to leave. Just go. Why make it worse?
Nobody needs
There's
to
no
leave.
more
This-
there's no reason to leave. Or there's no reason to
Isn't there a song
They're not
out there?
doing
It goes. There's a song out there that goes, "This is your country. This is my country." Looks like we don't need to leave.
You need to call the sheriff again.
You could call them all you want.
Okay. Why don't you?
They're not going to do anything about lawbreakers anyways. Did they do anything about the lawbreakers last time?
Why don't you just go? Or I will call the sheriff.
You could call the sheriffs all you like.
I sure shall.
What are you going to tell them?
You're being a pain in the ass.
You going to tell them Dan's here?
Yeah, they know you very well.
This is Doc's property, baby. This is state property. 100% Doc's property. Call the sheriffs. I got the map in my hand, baby. Where's the beer at?
Where's the map in your hand?
Where's the map?
You said you had the
You want to see the map?
Yes, I
I'll
do.
show it to you. I'll be glad to show it to you,
Thanks.
sir. This is the map right here. This is her property. This is the DOC property. That blue line is where I'm sitting right there. I'm standing right here on Doc's property, state property. I am not trespassing any more than you guys who have a court order for you not to be here. So I'm just here to video record on state property like the rest of y'all.
Private property. Private property.
100% state property. 100%. We're on the state property.
You fucking loser, get off!
What? Well, who owns it?
Right there, you stupid piece of shit!
Ma'am, do you own this property I'm standing on? Ma'am, do you own this property I'm standing on? This slice right here?
Yes.
Then call the cops and have it removed.
She did.
Call the cops and have it removed if you own this slice.
Please go.
This is owned by the state. You guys are got a court order 100 feet from state facility property. You guys got 100 feet that way to go.
Move along.
Nice boat.
Please move along.
Excuse me. Thank you. Get a job.
Move along.
Probably belongs on 9 Company.
Move along.
Probably goes home and jerks off to little kids.
Professionalism is key today. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, right, I could have said that, I guess.
Professionalism.
Professional is key today. Yeah, so we're on the state property just as much as they are, so they're not going to remove us. The cops ain't going to remove me. They'd have to remove everybody. It'd be selective enforcement if they remove these people. They actually have a court order stating that they can't be here. This is state property. This is the facility property. This isn't the owned by nobody but the state. She knows it's not her property.
How you guys doing? Good, good.
I knew these guys were Bud Light drinkers.
Thank you.
You guys hit that thumbs up, man. These guys are down here on the state property, the state law, and the judge's order simply states that they cannot strike or protest, period. They can't strike or protest within 100 foot of the facility, and they're on the facility. These guys are on the facility. The other day they told me it was private property, get out of here. Today we're gonna hang out. We'll go in there. We have just as right to be in that property as any one of these lawbreakers who are violating a court judge's order. And you got the neighbor bootlicker here. She's gonna protest and cam back. Honestly, my mom yelled at me for saying that to you, and I probably should apologize. I really want to, but I know a butt's gonna follow, so I can't, you know? I thought you were out of line too. I don't know where everybody is down here. The only ones that are actually on the property right now, these people on the easement here, are the only ones that aren't on the property, but they're still within 100 feet of the facility. They're all, every one of these guys, defying the, what was that judge's name? Steve, remember that judge's name? Defying that judge's order. They think that judge is a joke, that New York State Supreme Court judge. Erie County State Supreme though.
You're right. State Supreme Court Justice Dennis E. Ward.
Do you guys think State Justice Dennis E. Ward's a joke? The one who gave you guys a court order? State Supreme Court? You guys want to address him? Say anything to the judge who told you guys ain't supposed to be 100 feet from the facility, and you guys are sitting on the facility 5 days after that judge's order? You guys are on the facility.
Go right into Supreme Court Justice. You should run for office. You should run for office.
Tell her what you want to tell her. You guys got the airtime.
No.
Tell her.
No.
Tell that Supreme Court Justice how he's a joke. His order means jack shit nothing to all you quote unquote law enforcement.
Court justice. I'm sure they'd love to hear that.
Go for it, tell him.
Give her a speech. Why don't you go meet with the governor and ask her why we're doing this? That's what you should do.
Well, I come down here to ask you guys. Nobody wants to talk. You can't talk, but you're striking for something you can't talk about. It's just ridiculous. Professionalism's key, and then they want to accost somebody coming down here. Other members of the mainstream media, you're gonna tell them, go stand across the street? Who the fuck do you guys think you are? You guys are trespassing on the state's property. Fucking joke. A whole fucking joke.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Mr. Erie County.
Huh?
I'm Mr. Erie County.
Harassing these days?
Harassing? I'm exercising free speech, buddy.
Do it somewhere else, will you?
No, you're welcome to go somewhere else if you want.
I can be wherever I want to be.
Right, just like I can.
There you go. Guys, I got a drop off.
You got the beer, guys? Oh, no beer, it's the pizza guy. You like that? Walk right in the middle of them all.
We appreciate it. He works for us. We appreciate it. Oh, you too?
This guy's figuring out who we are now.
Thank you. The people support us.
Anything to get a reaction, huh? Anything to get a reaction, like a bunch of unlawful protesting strikers on unlawful property. Anything. I don't even have to really do anything, I just point the camera. Tells the story. Hey, the chat wants to know if you guys snuggle out here to keep warm at night. Who are these guys?
The owner's right there.
Oh, this might be corrections coming out to say something to us. What are they doing?
No, he was here earlier. The guy in the hoodie, behind the dude in the black hoodie. He was
Well, they just
earlier.
walked into the correction facility and they're walking off the strike?
Yeah, you got state troopers coming up right now.
Trooper right there?
Yeah.
State police?
They went in and reported you.
So we're down here, you know, hanging out at the party spot with all these unlawful strikers down here. And it turns out they're all on state property. They're all on the correctional facility property. Judge's order says that they're supposed to be 100 feet from the facility. They're on the facility. So if they're on the facility, I would think that we could be on the facility if nobody's going to enforce the law down here. What do you think, Steve? If they're not going to enforce the law about trespassing on the facility property, they can't trespass it for a journalist filming this, right?
Well, I mean, I would say given what we see here, it's presumptively public right now.
Yeah, it looks pretty public. Open to the public. So, I mean, if it's open to the public, it's open to the public, right? We're down here striking. Journalists and strikers are allowed to stand on state property without trespassing or arrest. I mean, why not, right? We should all be allowed to be coming down here. They sure got enough wood down here. All this is all trespassing on, all this stuff trespassing on the state property. But, I mean, the trooper's right there. I don't know. Perhaps he doesn't want to trespass these people. I mean, the trooper's right there. Should we go talk to the trooper?
Yeah,
I think we should go.
Watching you.
I think we should go talk to him.
Make sure that you're not walking on corrections property.
We're all on corrections property. They're on corrections property. We're on corrections property. We're all on corrections property, right? Hey, I'm just wondering about trespassing around here because
That's what we're trying to figure out.
because there's a judge's order. They're not supposed to be on striking within 100 feet of the facility. They're actually on the facility.
So we are solely here to work the perimeter. We're just
Gotcha.
making sure no one comes down here right now with whatever's going on.
I certainly have no intention of trying to get in there in any
reached
manner.
out- yeah, I know. So I reached out to a sergeant. They're going to try to figure out if it's trespassing or what. If not, we'll let you guys know. We'll figure out.
Well, I mean, I can't be trespassing if they're there because there's the actual court order that they're not supposed to be there. So I mean, as journalists, I just want to make sure.
We right here, we're not handling that.
Gotcha.
We're just coming up here to make sure no one's going to walk down here.
Gotcha.
All right, but I do got to ask you just to head back a little bit that way.
Yeah, I got it. I just want to talk to you real quick
Yep,
and touch base, you know.
Appreciate it.
He wants us to head this way. Let's see what the signage here says. No stopping on roads at all time, professional facility. What's that?
The white sign. Secure area beyond that point.
It just says proceeding beyond that area is a secure area.
You can't.
Doesn't say yeah. It
Tells
says
you're in a secure area. What'd they say?
that they're trying to figure out what's trespassing, who's trespassing right now because they called in. We know who's trespassing. So we're gonna have to stick around. They might show some uniforms might show out. Well, then we'll show them the map. We'll see if they want to enforce trespassing against journalists only and not illegal trespassing because there's actual court order against them being here. Me, I mean, nobody from the correctional facility came out and told me I couldn't be here. I didn't cross no trespassing signs. And it was state correctional facility property, so we'll wait around and see if they want to come. I'm sure they're hiding the beer right now. It's probably a bummer that they're not able to drink the beer right now, or they might be banned from drinking beer after that was exposed. They certainly didn't want the public to see that they were drinking beer, but they knew it was wrong, but they didn't want the people seeing it. But we'll see. We'll give it a little while and see if the police are going to show up here. Trespassing. I'm not sure that they really will. I will 100% take the arrest right here today. Standing in the middle of this crowd of unlawful trespassers if the police want to push it. 100%. Yeah, the power is here. The juice. They tell the other news journalists, from what I heard, to stand across the street, folks. We don't ask for permission to exercise our rights, and we're certainly not going to ask for permission to go stand on that state property that they're standing on unlawfully, because they can't arrest me for being on that state property. There's a court order saying that these guys can't. They'd have to arrest everybody. They can't just come in here and arrest one person. Video recording the unlawful activities so that the judge himself can see all these unlawful activities going down that he told them to stop and they're not. Trash. They're playing Elsa down here, guys, and oh, this is even cuter. This is even cuter. I wonder if my car release was here. Professionalism is key today.
We did this.
Remember, guys, we did this. This is for us.
Don't let them not see and not let them do it.
Don't let them see, not let them see do it. This is cute, man. I think they call that disorderly conduct. Trying to disturb the peace of another. He might not have heard you.
As citizens, they have a First Amendment right to protest. Now, as docks employees, they have
He's bootlicker, man. He's got so much thumbs up, it's coming out their asses. They're sucking that boot so hard, they're spitting out shoelaces out their noses around here. I say we give their jobs to the illegal immigrants on a 10-year contract that they serve 10 years serving as a prison guard for minimum wage. And then after 10 years of never being caught bringing in contraband, boom, U.S. citizenship. I would approve that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? How we dealt with our problem with illegal immigrants. Instead of deporting them, I say we give them. We could probably set a bunch up in these houses up here. They could all be prison guards, and they do their 10-year spree. We could get rid of a bunch of these loafers, these government parasites who break the law but yet enforce the law, yet they still think they have some type of integrity, and you know, they pull the wool over the eyes of the public so well that they have all these bootlickers still you know, support them. Get you guys a different angle so that honestly, I tried to come down here and ask them why they're all protesting. They won't say or speak about it. I don't know if it's because they're afraid of losing their jobs or they think that I'm really here against them. I just wish that the law enforcement and people who enforce the law and watch them, you know, I wish they would follow the law so they didn't look like hypocrites and the public didn't hate them all so much. But like, the other day they were down here telling me I'm trespassing and stuff. Comes to find out when I look at the survey that all these people are on state property. This is the state property. They're claiming they're going to call the cops on us, but I think the cops would have to remove everybody from here. This is an unlawful assembly, an unlawful protest. Not that I think that people don't have the right to assemble. Oh yeah, there we go. He's got some beer in hand right there. There's the beer. Maybe not. I might have misspoken. I'm not sure. What is that he's holding, guys? Is that beer? Couldn't tell. They're set up here for the long haul. They got all their wood ready to go. I don't know where Elsa music went, but we're not listening to Elsa anymore. Here's my favorite protester, unlawful protester. Oh yeah, this law enforcement's here. Where are they going? 100 feet. Oh, I'll try to see when I walk over there. Yeah. He's slow rolling through. Right. Is that body camera on? There is. All right. I like transparency in government.
Stay right in the road. Stay right in the road.
He must be a corrections officer, maybe.
Who, the guy in there?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I heard the guy who just walked in, he goes, all right, I'm calling the cops. I think the trooper told him that there's not really anything he can do. So when he said, all right, I'm calling the cops, I think he means like the sheriffs or somebody else, some other agency.
Oh, yeah, I like this.
There really isn't anything they can do.
I like how she, when I called her out for not being her property, she knew. She knew. She knows. She knows where her property is, isn't it? No. They can't trespass one person, a journalist, filming the unlawful strike. They actually have a court order saying that they need to be 100 feet. They need to be in this guy's driveway is where they need to be. Make it somewhat lawful of a protest from the facility.
Maybe that would be 100 feet if they did it here?
Yeah.
They did it in the driveway?
Why don't they move it to her driveway? If she's such a bootlegger, wants to support them and get them unlawfully.
Because that would be giving in to Hochul.
Hit that thumbs up, guys. We're down here. State police called on us for trespassing on the state property, apparently.
Well, you're definitely living rent-free in this guy's head if he lives here. He's freaked out. He's all pissed off about it.
waiting for this state trooper who was talking to this guy who lives here. He looks like he might be a CO as well, but he's they called the cops on us, so we're gonna see what the cops have to say. We're just waiting on them to come out of the secret government going on inside.
The secret government meeting?
Yeah. I have experiences inside of a facility, and the worst part about prison, that in my experience, is the guards are fucking trash. They're fucking absolute trash. And I've never been in this prison or a state prison, but I've heard they're worse than the federal, so.
Assuming the state police must have told these guys who we are and what we do, their pitch has changed quite a bit when they come out, and they're very friendly and very nice. You'll see.
Everyone keeps asking me. Thanks for coming and supporting us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, sir.
Do you guys want anything to eat? You got a lot of good food in there if you guys are hungry.
No,
water or anything?
Nothing?
Coffee, donut. All right.
I mean, if anything, I wouldn't mind getting some. I wouldn't mind hearing you guys' actual stories of what you're down here, why you're striking, and you know, I'd love some talk.
Unfortunately, don't feed into him. That's how he earns his commissary.
We're not allowed to talk to you, sir. We apologize.
You're not allowed to talk to the general public?
Correct.
That's something. I don't know why the feed went fucking blank there for a while, but we got a second unit showing up now.
Need backup.
The second trooper's here. I don't know what happened to the feed there, guys. I don't know if there's some type of jamming signal around here or what.
How you doing?
All right.
How about yourself? Good.
They offer us food in there. These guys here trying to figure out where trespassing is and who isn't trespassing. They're all on the state property.
A whole group of them is trespassing, unfortunately. The simplest thing for them to do is ask them all to move it 100 feet away from the property line.
Have to do it right on this guy, right on this guy's driveway. It'd probably be a perfect spot.
It'd probably be fine.
Be past the court order.
That's all they have to do.
I wonder what they're trying to figure out over here.
I think they're trying to figure out if they have to make them all move or not. I don't see any way around it though.
I mean, they're not going to make these guys move.
Why not?
They should make these guys move.
That's what the TRO says to do.
What's that judge's name? Fucking keep forgetting. Say, can I get a call number that you guys got called down here?
We don't have, it was an anonymous caller.
Yeah, but you guys got dispatch as a dispatch call number, right? I don't want the person who called you's phone number. I want like the dispatch number.
Oh, our complaint number?
Yeah, complaint number. I'm sorry, I didn't want their phone number, no. For anonymous, you guys seem to know where to go.
What's that?
For an anonymous complaint, you guys seem to know where to go.
Oh, when I turned in here, somebody
Oh,
was
somebody
pointing
waved
to
you?
me. Yeah. The county number is 25-001984.
Perfect, thank you very much. That's the only thing we really can do. I want to get back on this state property, make sure they're not going to try to trespass me, and they're not going to trespass them, because I'm covering the story.
Thank God you're back. It's like this.
We'll get back over here. They're filming the police leaving, I guess. So I'll tell you guys, naturally they would throw anybody on Doc's property, they would come out, tell them they have to leave, the cops tell them they have to leave. Today, they're not going to tell us we have to leave while down here investigating government corruption. And so they're definitely on the Doc's property, 100%. Nobody's asked us, nobody of authority or the Doc's prison guards came out here and told us we had to leave, so we're not really legally trespassing. They definitely don't have no trespassing signs anywhere here. But this is 100% Doc's property.
So here's the thing.
This corrections officer strike ended in March. The state fired over 2,000 corrections officers for defying the Taylor Act and disobeying direct orders on striking. All right, Erie County fam, there's something I want to bring up about the whole situation with this strike and what they're talking about, this HALT Act. And in New York State, we have the HALT Act. And the HALT Act pretty much goes along the lines of this. If an inmate, say, assaults a guard, he can only go to solitary confinement for a maximum of 15 days. And after he's out for 15 days, he cannot go back into solitary confinement for 90 days. That means if he gets out, the day he's out, he's got 90 days free reign. He can assault whoever he wants. No punishment can be given. All right. Now, I think we all can agree that's a pretty stupid law. All right. And in New York State, we also have another very stupid law that kind of coincides with this one, and it's called bail reform. Bail reform in New York is the same thing. If you were to walk up to a police officer and sock him in the mouth, he can only give you an appearance ticket. He cannot hold you. He cannot arrest you. He cannot hold you. Now, I think that we can all admit that's another stupid law. But let's address the problem where these stupid laws came from. The stupid laws, such as the HALT Act, came from corrections officers abusing the ever-living piss out of their authority. They beat down squads and beating inmates. So the state makes stupid laws trying to fix this problem with the problem in the corrections facility with the corrections officers. And it's the same thing for bail reform. How many often have we seen cops arrest people for stupid petty things and hold them overnight when they really shouldn't have? Oh, lo and behold, New York State created bail reform, another stupid law. So when we want to talk about stupid laws such as bail reform and the HALT Act, at the end of the day, if we want to fix these stupid laws or stupid problems, we need to fix the actual problem. And the actual problem is the law enforcement. The law enforcement such as corrections officers with egos who beat the crap out of inmates, or police officer with ego who abuse their authority and arrest people and put them in jail overnight when they shouldn't have. So at the end of the day, when these police officers and these corrections officers want to strike about these stupid laws enacted by the New York State government, the truth is, if we want to fix these or get rid of these, we're going to have to fix the systemic problem inside the corrections facility or the police department with their integrity, because there is none. There is lacking completely of it. And lo and behold, the lacking of your integrity, corrections officers and law enforcement, got you some stupid laws. So, Erie County fam, you guys let me know in the comments section what you think about these stupid laws and these stupid corrections officers and these stupid police officers making their life a lot harder than it has to be. And what do you know, fam? Would you look at that? The New York State Corrections officers had beat to death another inmate. And look at that. Just today, they're releasing some more information at 3 p.m. So check it out. You guys let me know what you think about New York State Corrections and their lack of accountability. I'll see you guys in the comments section. You guys let me know what you think. And make sure you hit that thumbs up for me, guys.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
Call the sheriff.
You can call the sheriff all you like.
I sure shall. If you don't...
What are you gonna tell him?
Yeah, they know you very well, sir.
You say I'm Erie County fam. Yeah. Corruption cruiser rolls into town. Our public servants better not clown. Our rights respected, no backing down. I audit them all, Constitution showdown. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Bad cops scatter, they know the name. First Amendment on our side, we got no shame. Document them all, expose their games. Do it for the people, not for the fame. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Flexing our rights, a man with a mission. Constitution on our side, never asked for permission. Taking pictures and videos and hey, might just take a piece of public candy. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Here come the government dogs with their charges and cuffs, barking up the wrong tree, acting so tough. We'll FOIL request the body cams and all their reports. Brittany Penn, Berthy gonna neuter them in court. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, fam. We out.
Pull the Constitution out of your pockets on here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
We have every right to film. Oh, here, there.
Your name is not Dan Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah.
Sure it is. I'm here as Dan Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.